Might be close enough.
All right, I'm going to try this one more time.
Not that they can hear you.
Well, that's true.
Just try to find speaker.
All right. Can you hear me now?
You got speaker on?
Can you guys hear me now? Yes. Yes. All right. My microphone, there's something wrong with it. I will work on that this week. So we just got to talk a little bit louder. All right. It's back now.
Okay, so guess you're starting over.
I guess I'm starting over. All right, so what I've already said, long story short, is we do this every Sunday, usually a lot better than this. We had some technical difficulties getting started, but if you are here, this is all about quail. So this is Papa from Myshire Farm, Papa Builder of Things. My name is Zach, and we do our best to answer your questions concerning Coturnix quail or building or things like that. And if we don't have an answer for you, then a lot of people on here that show up every week also have answers, so we try to help each other out. The other thing that we do is let us know where you're from, and I will get to them, and I'll read the comments. Oh, we are back online. Great. I'll read the comments out, and it's really fun to see where everybody's from. We've had Egypt and South Africa and Canada and the UK, Australia. It's really, really fun. So hopefully you guys are good. I think everybody can hear me now. I'm gonna scroll down. It looks like everybody can hear me, so that is wonderful. So we will get started. I apologize for the mishap, but I will take care of that this week. The other thing is the first Sunday of every month, I'm going to answer, or I'm going to do a...
For Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday. What's the day? Sunday? Mm-hmm. It's Sunday. Okay, the first Sunday of every month on the live Q&A starting off, I'm going to announce the winner of the 18 and under contest. We do a contest every month. It's monthly. And it's for anyone that's 18 years or old or younger. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to email Jenna, Jenna, at myshirefarm.com, or you can email Zach at ZACK at myshirefarm.com and let us know why you want quail, and we'll go from there. We really like this just because we think that it gives the next generation responsibility and tools for entrepreneurship and a bunch of things like that. So we really enjoy it. So I'm going to read that off real quick. I've got one more announcement, and then I will get to your questions, I swear. So it says, hello, my name is Levi Worthington. I am emailing you on behalf of my 11-year-old stepson. I've been watching your channel among others, and he enjoys watching with me, and he got excited when you mentioned the contest for kids. Attached is the pic of his entry letter, but spelling and expressing his thoughts in writing are a struggle for him, so I'll type it out for you instead. This is his letter. So, this is what it reads. Hi, my name is Jude Shafer. I am 11 years old and I have high-functioning autism. My school is closed due to COVID-19. I think Quail will help me raise money for my family and feed others. I am currently doing a science project to raise quail from egg to death. I put 31 eggs in, 17 hatched. The reason I want the cage and eggs is because I am told I can't do stuff, and I feel like I'm not a person. But I want to prove to the world that I am a person and I have a purpose in this world, and a quail hatchery will help me prove that I can. I love your videos and congratulations to the person who won last time. Sorry I can't remember your name. I hope your farm in Tennessee starts to boom in the next few weeks. If I don't win, I will be happy for the person that does. I want to start a business to get quail out there more and to help start more quail farms and to help people be more self-sufficient along with myself. So, congratulations, Jude Shafer. Jenna has already emailed you. Feel free to email back. We'll get your information and get you taken care of. The winner of the contest every month gets a free Wynola Ranch cage with free shipping. It also comes with 60 free Myshire farm eggs with free shipping. So it's kind of like a starter set for you. So I think that is a lot of fun. So congratulations, Jude Shafer. Second part of business is...
We got a new poster child, so we got a new poster guy for our representative,
for,
this guy.
he,
Is he gonna be our new poster child?
for the month.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be our
for the
new
month.
poster child.
We'll
for the
pick a
month.
new one next
Cool.
month.
All right.
So next up is Katernik's Corner. Terry and I have talked this week, and we are actually going to be switching just for this week so far our live Q&A on Saturday, not Sunday. It will be on Katernik's Corner. So I will not be on my Shire YouTube channel next Sunday at 7 p.m. Instead, Terry and I from Katernik's Corner will be on his YouTube channel, and we will do the live Q&A together. So I'm very excited about that. I hope that you can be there. Again, the YouTube channel is Katernik's Corner. I believe that Terry is on. So if you have any questions, you can comment and he can respond back.
What time is it?
It's going to be at 7 p.m. again, Eastern Standard Time. And I will also be posting on Facebook this week a link to his YouTube channel, and I will also be doing a video for YouTube, and it will have a link to that as well. So that is the big news right now. I think I'm ready to get started, yeah?
Yep.
All right, I took 25 minutes just telling you everything that's going on. So again, everybody, thank you for showing up. We are gonna be talking a little bit louder.
It's only 9.
Oh, only 9 minutes, not bad. We're gonna be talking a little bit louder because my headset died, so if you can't hear us, please, please, please let us know right away. I will try to keep an eye on the notifications. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. If you can, before I start answering questions or shouting out where everybody is from, please make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out. I'd really appreciate it. And here we go. Clayton says, back from Central Washington with an update on the hatch earlier in the week. 100 out of 117 made it into lockdown, then had 97 of the 100 hatch. Awesome.
Yikes.
That is awesome. So if you bought the or if you had 117, I'm assuming you got the 110 count, and we actually sent you 120. So you purchased 110 eggs, and you got 97 of them to hatch. That is phenomenal. Great job. Congratulations. I'm obviously going to skip the whole I can't hear you fiasco. Let's see, John Phillips says, hello from Alabama, got eggs Friday afternoon. Look good, putting in the incubator today. Congratulations, let us know how it goes. We also like to do that here on the YouTube channel, live. If you've purchased eggs from us, feel free to let us know what your hatch rate is. It's a lot of fun for people. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. So let's see, that was John from Alabama. We can hear you. Kidden Garden Farms from Washington State, welcome. Wyatt says, hi Zach, this is Wyatt. Me and my mom got eggs from you. I don't know if you remember my mom's name. I did. In fact, I think we just sent those out this week. So they have not hatched out yet, I do believe, but good luck to you, Wyatt. And let us know how it goes. Sound is gone again. It's gone again, it's gone again, lost it. Oh dear God, have I been talking this whole time? Oh, never mind. That was the second time we lost it. Okay. If you just joined us, we did have some technical issues and there was no sound going on, but we should be good. making sure I don't miss anything. Hello, my fellow bird community on YouTube. Welcome. Hi, Zach. Eddie from Arkansas. Eggs go on lockdown tomorrow, hoping for good luck. Good luck, and let us know how on Saturday on the Caternix Corner YouTube, show up and let us know how it goes. Very interested. Kiki says, hello, everyone. Greetings from West Palm Beach, Florida. Welcome. Says, hello, Papa. Salvador says hello to both of us from Puerto Rico. Hello. Paige and Zoe from Mississippi. Welcome. South Texas. Whidbey Island, Washington. I think I said that right. Love and life at home. Hi, let's see. Megan Brown from New Hampshire. Welcome. Jean from North Carolina, welcome. Indiana, Steve Huber. Eastern Kentucky, Sexton Outdoors. Dan Rutledge from the Philippines, welcome. Tanya, Southern Indiana, hatching started today. Wonderful, keep us posted. Kurt says hello to both of us from New York. Hi, Zach, we bought egg. Oh, I think I already read that. Oh, they're from North Carolina. I was wondering if it is okay to open the incubator 6 times.
6 times?
Yeah, try not to. Just
Don't do it 7.
You gotta leave them. You just gotta leave them alone. It's the hardest part, to just leave them alone. Garrett Phillips here, watching from Hartford, Alabama. My father got his eggs Friday, so excited. Congratulations and good luck.
Yeah, we were shipping eggs. I don't know if you've seen his last post, but there was a lot of boxes.
Barth Day says, Springdale, Arkansas, welcome. Doug Baum says, how about the old geezer contest? There is one coming your way. I got to get the eggs first. I am struggling with the egg situation. But there is going to be an old geezer contest soon, I promise. Mason's Homestead.
Family's not allowed to win, I guess, probably. So
No.
I'm out.
No. From the UK, welcome. Tom from Goose Bay, Labrador, Canada, welcome. Let's see, Marius from South Africa, welcome.
Yikes.
Let's see, Riley Park. Hey, Zach, do you give your electrolytes to your chicks? If so, how much and how long? You want to answer?
No.
So in case you've just joined us, or in case you haven't been here with Papa, Papa is pretty much built everything. So if you've watched our tour, if you've seen the cages, the brooders, the poop system, he built the conveyor system, anything that's built here that looks good is pretty much Papa. So if you have any questions about that, he is here for that. And the electrolyte question. I usually don't give chicks electrolytes. I do give the layers electrolytes just because we kind of push them pretty hard. And typically I would love to do once every 2 weeks. It typically turns out to be once a month with the electrolytes. Just of curiosity, how much does it cost to operate a quail program the size of Myshire Farm, and how much does it actually profit per season? Just wondering about the financial sides of quail.
Well, you can make a small fortune. The trick is to start with a big one. So,
Yep.
I'll shoot, I don't know that we can answer that question, but I will tell you this, if you don't have a way to get rid of the poop, could be your biggest problem you got. Selling the quail, maybe not the biggest problem. Getting buried with poop, maybe the biggest problem. So, I will say that about that. But we do have Quail Economics, Zach does, he has a video on Quail Economics, is that what it's called?
I think so.
And it breaks down what it costs to develop an egg, what it costs to raise the quail to maturity. And then it's just a matter of multiplying it out. So, I built the facility, we've saved a lot of money there, probably 2/3 of what it might have cost. We have in excess of $100,000 just in material in the facility. So, and that's what we thought was big enough. We're pretty cramped already in terms of storage space. So I would make sure that you got plenty of storage space in your new facility. But the nice thing about Quail is it's scalable. So you can have 100, you can have 1,000, you can have 10,000. I think we have 3,000 layers or thereabouts. Maybe not quite.
30s, 34.
Yeah, about 3,000 layers. So just remember, they all ain't laying, and I'll tell you the cow story, but it's not, don't have time for that. Okay.
And the only thing I would add to that is there would be no reason to get so big so fast. So we could have done this 3 years ago, but stages is the best thing to do. You always want to make sure that you can hit the next level without stressing out and having too many. So one stage at a time.
Yeah,
You know.
good advice.
So
This is our third building that we were in. Luckily, we live on a farm, so we were able to move from one barn to the next barn. And, now you know what we ended up with, so you could at least start with some of the things that we try to do.
to
So-
save some, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. Daryl says hello to both of us from Ruby, South Carolina. Welcome. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Hi from Western Australia. Are roosters still fertile when molting? I've noticed that mine don't foam so much when going through their molt. Missed the beard, by the way. It was a horrible decision. I instantly regretted it. But as far as the roosters go, I actually don't keep them long enough for them to molt. I try to switch them out at least twice a year. And that is one of the main reasons why is, when they start molting, the fertility process starts to drop quite a bit. So we replace them before they do molt, so we don't have to worry about it. Very good question, though. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before.
nope, never heard that one.
How's the new composter for your fatalities working out? Too early to say.
Too early to say. I don't think they're putting enough greens in, browns in.
My fault.
Yep.
It's too
Wish I
early.
could keep it straight, but I'm a geezer, so, I forget these things.
It's too early.
But yeah, it's too early to tell, but it cranks nicely, and it looks great. And there's high hopes, and we will keep you posted on that. I'm excited to, I hope we don't have to add some lye to it or something crazy. But if we do, we might. I'd rather use it for compost, of course. I hope you can hear me okay, kind of hoarse.
Yeah.
Been a long day.
Let us know if you can hear us or if you can't. Mason's Homestead says, can Italians go with jumbo wilds? Yes, all the colors typically can go together. Sometimes you'll have an aggressive one, but for the most part, colors get along with each other. That's not an issue.
Yep, but again, and I've said this before, and it's really quailed Zach's question, or Zach's turn to answer, but you can mess up a jumbo in a hurry. So just because we're selling you jumbos, don't mean you're gonna have jumbos 3 generations from now. If you're mixing them with everybody and everything, then you aren't gonna have a jumbo wild anymore. And then Zach's got breeder programs, videos, to address that.
Right.
But I wanna say that with your question.
Yeah, and that's a good point. It's really hard. It just depends on what you're doing. If you are selling and becoming a breeder and selling hatching eggs, then I wouldn't recommend it. If you're selling eating eggs or just raising quail and you don't have a lot of space, but you want multiple colors together, then yeah, they all get along. It just depends on what the purpose is. You know, if you want eggs for you and your family, but you want a bunch of different colors, then yeah, they all get together. But if you're selling hatching eggs, you know, on Facebook or on eBay or whatever, and you're selling jumbo wilds, but you've got golds in there, well then, no, that's a horrible, horrible decision. So it just kind of depends. I've got another question coming up. However, before I do that, yes, you know what's next. Please hit that like button. We would really, really, really appreciate it. And back to the questions. Zoe and I ordered eggs a few weeks ago. They started hatching Thursday. For out of the last 2 just hatched today. 25 out of 50 with 1 fatality so far. Is 4 days normal for hatch time? You could get a straggler or 2. I guess it depends, Jerry. Did you have 1 or 2 on the last day, or was it like a quarter each day? If that's the case, then it sounds like something was just a little off. If you had a decent hatch on the first day, a major one on the second, a few on the third, and 1 or 2 on the fourth, then I would need more information. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it sounds like a temperature. It could be everything, but it sounds like a temperature problem.
Yeah, and everything's correct. You're going to have a couple days of hatch. Just the way I read it sounded like you had about the same amount hatch for 4 days in a row. If that's the case, then there is something a little bit wrong there.
And the hatch rate wasn't very good either.
Hatch rate wasn't awesome, but 50% on hatched eggs is still not bad.
Yeah, 50% is what we boast.
Yeah. I have, Joshua says, I have my first hatching going. I got my first ones locally, but once I have had a few runs, I wanted to buy some eggs from you. Not sure if you can ship to Oceanside, though. Do you know where Oceanside is?
I don't know where Oceanside
We don't know where Oceanside is. I'm sorry. But if you let us know where it is, then I would be able to tell you. Sorry. Magnolia here, need help with high ambient temperature.
Yeah, we're about to face that too.
As long as they're not overcrowded, they do pretty well. They just get really hot. So ventilation, and and we're gonna have fans going in, we're gonna be having fans going out, we've got doors open with, fences.
Yeah, this will be our first summer in the new barn, so we may well be faced with those challenges as well.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what we did the past couple of years.
Yeah, we just had a fan blowing into the building, fans blowing out.
And then all the windows and doors open that we could.
Yep. And they say be real careful of those cheap fans, $17 fans that you can buy, and they get all dusty. I see it on a lot of websites where they burnt down the chicken coop and such, so you want to be careful.
Yeah.
Keep them blew out if you're going to buy cheap.
All right, so Steven says, hello from Bait City, Missouri. Welcome, thank you for showing up. Larissa Morris says, hey Zach, I had 120 out of 180 eggs hatch. 66%. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I will take that number. Is it okay to open the incubator 6 times a day from North Carolina?
6 times a day?
A day? No, you gotta leave them alone. I know it's exciting, but you can't look at them anymore.
You kissing those when you open that many times? Well, I don't understand what you're
They're
doing.
just excited.
Just excited.
Mason's Homestead says got 28
We
chicks.
have your name, so when you don't get a very good hatch rate, we know what you did.
We got 28 chicks out of 48 chicks. Not too bad, not too bad. My Midwest Quail, hello from Wichita, Kansas. Welcome. Good evening from the UK once again from Scott. How was your week? This week was a little rough. Got majorly behind. Tomorrow, I don't think George knows what he's in for. It's going to be a very long day. But we got to get everything back in order. I left for a couple days. I had to go to out of state that you guys already know about. So I was gone for a couple days, and then when I got back, my phone was just really behind. So that's pretty much all I've been doing for 2 days to get in contact with everybody, but everybody is caught up. Emails are done, texts are done, phone calls are called back. So tomorrow is all about the quail barn. So it's been a long week, but can't complain, mainly because it won't do any good anyway. Mason's Homestead says they are from Conrail from the UK. Nope, he is Conrail from the UK. Eric France, hello. Hi, where do you get your shipping foam from? Actually, our resource for the foam is going to be on our website this week. He just has to send me a link. But it is... nope, I got it. It is Paradise Poultry and Waterfowl. So if you look up Paradise Poultry, there's a Paradise Poultry that's like in Hawaii that doesn't ship foam. It's Paradise Poultry and Waterfowl. But he will be on our website later this week.
So we're not gonna be shipping foamers anymore?
I hope not.
We hope not. So we're gonna tell you who we buy them from, and hopefully he'll sell them to you directly, is that right?
Yeah, he'll sell them to you directly.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. So Paul says hello from California. Welcome. Terry Washbear, greetings from North Carolina. Just wanted to let you know we got a hatch rate of 26 out of 30 on your Italian Golden Manchurians. That is over 100% hatch rate because you only bought 25. We send 5 extra. So you got 26 out of 25 hatch, which makes up the other 50%. That increases the 50%
The average?
that we had earlier.
The average goes up.
That is awesome. Congratulations. You did all the work. I just sent you some eggs.
I'd say you had it right.
Yeah, great job. Very good job. Hi, can you tell me where to get Colossal Quaternics?
Colossal.
Where
do you get those colossals?
They're...
How many pounds is a colossal?
Supposedly they're 2.
They're 2-pound colossal. Yeah. That's big.
So there is a breeder that you can find. That is all I'm going to say. How many ounces more do jumbo quail eggs weigh than a standard bird? How many ounces more does a jumbo quail egg? Do you know?
No.
Okay. So typically a standard quail is somewhere around 6 to 7 grams. How many ounces more does a jumbo quail egg? Yeah. So eggs, we weigh eggs in grams. We weigh the birds in ounces. So typically a standard quail is about 9 ounces at full maturity, and they lay between a 6 to 8 gram egg. Trying to keep it all saying right. The jumbos at full maturity is typically between, technically a jumbo is anything over 10. We've got jumbo whites and jumbo Egyptians that are 12 ounces. We've got the jumbo wilds, which are 14 ounces on average. So that's hard to say. But the average on the gram size, and we'll just use the jumbo wilds for example, is usually around 12 to 16.
So they're almost double?
Yeah, and 12's pretty low.
Yeah, it's almost double in size on the eggs.
Yeah.
Almost.
I probably could have said that instead of going into all the numbers. Got your eggs on 3rd of April, but put them in the incubator night of April 6th. They went on lockdown on 21st, started hatching on 22 and got 90 out of 120 that went in Hobart Bader Genesis with humidity kit. Congratulations.
Yikes, that's a long time on the wait.
90 out of 120. So you ordered 110. So 90 out of 110 is really, really good. That is phenomenal. Congratulations.
Especially on a 3-day wait.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Congratulations. Mike Johnson, welcome.
So
Texas.
I'll back up on that.
Oh, okay.
He waited 3 days before he even put him in the incubator. Did I hear that right?
I think so.
Got him on Tuesday?
Got him on the 3rd, put him in on the 6th. The night of the 6th.
So 3 days later. So when you,
Oh, dear God.
you know, when you're freaking out because the postman didn't get there on the next day or whenever they're supposed to be there, you got time. This guy had a great hatch rate and waited 3 days to put them in, which we don't necessarily recommend. We recommend 1 day. But
Yeah,
there's room here.
and this is only for us. I am not speaking on behalf of any other breeder. So I want to be very, very clear on this, okay? But fertility usually starts to drop slightly on day 7. Not that much until you hit day 10, but day 7 it starts to drop. So if it takes 4 or 5, let's say it takes 5 days to get to you. Technically, you still have 2 days to not even stress before you put them in. So just keep that in mind. I know that sometimes the post office really gets delayed, and sometimes a 2-day shipping turns into a 4-day. And I'll reassure you if you want to call or text me, it's not a problem. But just 7 days, and that's why we ship out as much as we can. We ship out the same day the same day they're laid, so that you can have that affordability to wait 3 days.
Buffer.
Right. Christopher Moore, welcome from Texas. Brazoria, Texas. Bart, hi from Virginia. I have 58 of your jumbo wild eggs in the incubator. We'll go in lockdown on 5/7. You sent 60, but I broke 2 of them. We'll let you know next week about the hatch rate. Good luck. Next week, just in case you were not here, next Saturday, we're going live on Coternic's Corner instead of going live on here on Sunday.
At what time?
At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this coming up Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be on Coternic's Corner. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Oh, and hit the like button. Please, please, please hit the like button. All right. So Matthew Singley says hello from Atlanta, Georgia. Eggs go on lockdown this Thursday. Good luck. And it looks like I might just have to jump on I might have to just jump on next Sunday at 7 p.m. just to see all the hatch rates. We got a lot of hatch rates next week. Good luck. Christopher Moore said, I saw a YouTube video of a guy using high-protein floating catfish food. He blends it in with a blender and adds it to mix his feed. Is this okay to do? I have not experienced that. We have not tried that. If anyone has experienced with that at all, feel free to comment so he can see. Unfortunately, I don't know.
It might not be a bad idea, though, if that's all you can get.
It might not be. It seems like it'd be a whole lot of protein.
Well, it depends how much you put in.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a chemist,
I'm not. Mason's Home says, love the work Papa's done, and you, Zach, poop works good on my vegetables.
does it work good, or you say it
Poop works good on my, yes, poop works good on
Poop
your
works good on your vegetables.
Good.
Try to compost it, though, if you can.
Phil says, Colossal Quaternics, question mark. They real, question mark.
Simple answer?
If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Let's see. Welcome, Bexon D from Canada. Putman Organics. Hey, Zach and Papa. This is Kevin from Covington, Georgia. Still patiently waiting on those jumbo wilds. Patiently. Thank you.
Yep, patience the word. Depends on when you ordered them, I guess.
Well, I was out of town a couple days this week. George got all the orders ready. He did talk to me yesterday, and it does look, I've been telling everybody a 5-week wait. It actually looks like, I will tell you how long the actual wait is once we hit 70 likes. So there is plenty of people watching right now. I need you to hit that like button, and I will let you know how long I am on a wait on jumbos, but it is not 5 weeks.
Less or more? Not gonna say?
I'm not gonna say until we hit.
Okay.
I'll say less or more when we hit 60 likes. And then I'll tell you the actual answer at 80 likes. Or at 70 likes, sorry. Let's see, Brian Purcell. I have been checking your website and still find the brown wilds are out of stock. I just heard you say that you shipped eggs to people. When can I order some? I will let you know when the Jumbo Wilds will be back in stock when we hit 70 likes. So hit that like button, please. Which do you recommend to start with, hatching eggs or live birds? It really depends.
Have an incubator?
Yeah, it really depends on where you're at. It's just a personal choice. We do we ship live birds for those that don't have an incubator, don't have the experience to do it, can't do it, whatever the case may be. There's plenty of people out there that just can't, or don't have the time, or they're already behind schedule, or whatever the case may be. So we try to give you as many options as possible. It really just depends on what you want to do. Very good question though, Unknown01. We've hit 60. I need 9 more likes to let you know what the actual weight is on Jumbo Wilds, but I can tell you it is not 5 weeks, it's less than that, which is good. Noted, thanks. You're welcome. Tyler Homestead, hello from Tennessee, welcome. Oceanside, California. Yeah, I can't ship there. 90 through 9349 zip codes, I cannot ship hatching eggs or live birds to. Honestly, I have no idea when they're gonna lift that ban. It's a Newcastle disease ban, and I don't know for sure, but it really, really seems like it's been in effect for almost 2 years. I mean, it is ridiculous. I hope they get control of it.
And it is amazing how many people in those zip codes that want quail. Crazy.
Yeah. Issues with poultry being shipped. Oh, yep. How's it going, everybody? R&K Homestead, welcome. Did I say 70 likes?
Yeah.
Okay. Need 70 likes. We need 8 more. Are there such a thing as colossal quail? Are they bigger than jumbos? And do you know where to get them? Are you going to offer them? I'm not going to offer them. First of all, okay. I've never had colossal quail. With the breeders that I talk to, and with us doing a lot of quail for quite a while now, we have never heard of colossal quail until recently. Not to say that that's not a thing. However, we have had 16, 17, we've had 18-ounce jumbos. We will never get that big again. We don't want 18-ounce jumbos. We want 14-ounce jumbos. Maybe 15, maybe. The reason we don't is we want you to have a large quail that you're happy with. But more importantly, we want it to be healthy. When you get to an 18, 19, 20-ounce jumbo, their legs are not going to be able to support the weight. Their back is not going to be able to support the weight. They're going to have a fraction of the lifespan, and their production is going to be 2 eggs a week compared to 300 eggs a year. So there's a lot of, it's just not the way we're going to go. I want you to have healthy quail for a long time.
Is there such a thing though? Has anybody ever said, I got a 2-pound quail?
Yes.
They have?
Yes.
Really? Cool.
It's been said.
It's been said.
It's been said.
It's been said.
I don't know.
All right. It may be.
Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Also, I've heard that they're not fertile. It's a cross. From my understanding, colossal quail is a chicken and a quail cross, is my understanding. Which means you can't reproduce it, which means it's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the...
Yeah. Yeah. We play that game with the chickens, not being able to breed chickens, true, and oh, what a mess. And it's complicated. It was more complicated than what we wanted to attempt to do. But yeah, that's the first time I heard it was with a chicken. From
my understanding, again, I haven't really given it much thought.
Okay.
I know if someone, when people ask me if we have, how large our jumbos are, and I say they're 14 ounces, and they say, oh, well, I want an 18, I just explain to them that we're not trying to breed for an 18-ounce quail. We're trying to breed for a very happy, healthy, egg-producing, consistent laying 14-ounce quail.
And that's a consensus among the breeders that we communicate with.
Yeah.
So that's not just our idea, it's the consensus. And we agree with that, because we were trying to the biggest, the best, the bigger. No.
Yeah, and that's something we learned along the way. Again, if you're watching this, I'd really, really appreciate if you hit the like button. Thank you very much. Once we're at 70, I will let you
I
know.
think you're saying now.
I am.
Oh,
It says it's 67.
oh,
So once we hit 70 likes, I will let you know how long the wait is on Jumbo Wilds. Let's see, Mason's Homestead says, do ship to the UK? Not a lot of suppliers here. Not at this time. We were working on that before the COVID thing started, and with this COVID thing, there's no chance we're gonna get allowed to do that. So not at this time, sorry. Evolving skills, can you put a fan right on the quail? I'm in Arizona and they will be outside. I wouldn't put them right on the quail.
depends how big the fan is.
Quails aren't they're not very smart. They might get curious if the fan's close.
Well, for sure they will.
So, if they're outside, make sure that they have, they really don't do that bad as long as they have shade and they can get out of the elements. I mean, if you can put a fan on top to just give them a breeze, they'll love it. But
Yeah,
they
maybe like
adapt.
a computer fan or something like that, something we'd use in the incubator. But I wouldn't think you'd want a household fan on it, but maybe a computer fan to take the heat off the top of it or something might be an idea.
Yeah. Where would you start to get jumbo colors? Should I use jumbo whites or jumbo wilds? We always use jumbo wilds to start. Should I weigh my chicks at 6 weeks, and what should jumbo wilds weigh then? I knew to bring that. I left it at the house. Okay, let's see. It's 3.5. At 8 weeks, they are 10.
So,
11.
whatever he comes up with, if you are trying to do a breeding program where you want to keep jumbos, have jumbos, be jumbos, sell jumbos, anything that doesn't make weight, don't let them breed with the ones that do make weight. Zach, you can confirm that or tell me that I'm an old geezer, don't know anything.
I wasn't listening.
He wasn't listening, so.
We'll go with it. It's 6 to 7 ounces.
What?
I don't
At
remember
6
exactly.
weeks?
It's 6 weeks. I'm sorry. I really did have all my notes, and then I came over here to his house, and I grabbed everything except for the notes. I apologize. It was my first ever hatch. Wow. First ever hatch. This is the person that put him in on the 6th. He got him on the 3rd, put him in on the 6th, got like 90 out of 120. First ever hatch. Congratulations, Carlos.
Beginner's luck.
I just put my order of 50 quails. I will ship them out to you as fast as I can. How far out are you on orders for jumbo browns? Oh, we are at 70, I'm sorry. We're actually 3.5 weeks out. So I was a week and a half out. The jumbos have produced like crazy lately. So we are much further along than what I was thinking.
Wow, that's great news.
And that is great news.
We don't like getting behind like that. It's just a liability for us.
I'll never do it again.
And I don't know why we want to stress out. You'd think we'd be happy and we don't have to sell another egg for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but it stresses us out terrible knowing that you're waiting on eggs and hell, the barn could burn down and then what are we gonna do, So,
If you buy something, I don't want you to wait 5 weeks to get it.
Yeah,
on
we don't-
anything.
there's-
It's really what it comes down
we've
to.
waited 6 months before for eggs. And that's no fun.
Yeah. Val's Homestead, hi from the UK. Welcome. I know that it is after midnight there, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. Evolving skills. If the quail are not in direct sunlight, do they need lights? I've heard keeping meat ones in the dark can help with meat. Any truth to that or humane? I think that there is truth to it. We've never done it because I want them to have light. I don't want them to be in the dark.
However, having said that, We have in the past, I don't know if we're doing it now with a new barn, but in the past, we would put the males in the least lighted area of the barn as opposed to the most light, which where we put our egg producers. So, you could at least do that. You know,
Yeah,
make sure you're putting your hens where there's plenty of light and the males where there may not be quite so much light.
Yeah, we've got the 3-tier, you know, the 3 cages, so the males always went at the bottom. But we have a whole male colony cage now, so they kind of just roam. What brand of dewormer do you use, and how often do you deworm? Also, do you treat your flock for mites and other parasites? If so, what's the best use and how often? Honestly, we don't. We try to be as natural as possible as far as them feeding or eating or things like that, or treating. Knock on wood, we've never had a mite issue and we've never had a worm issue. So,
How do you know if you've had a worm issue, Mr. Zach?
we would see it.
You'd see
We
it.
would know. We would know if we had an issue. We would tell by the poop immediately.
Okay. Tell
We'd
by
be
the,
able to
well, what symptoms, just
Um,
so you're educating? You know?
You can see it. You can, well, as far as the mites go, we would know for many different reasons. Number one, we'd film because we move pretty much every bird, you know, by hand. And also, we ship live birds. And Jenna's job is that. And I trust her. So, Jack, unknown.
We've never had a problem with,
Yeah, we've not had an issue. I do know that there's a sand. No. Yeah, there's a sand. Can't remember what it's called. I'm sure one of you guys know what it's called, but there's a sand that you can use that has that mite treatment in it. And I know a lot of people use that for their sand bath, and it prevents and treats mites. Can't remember what it's called.
diatomaceous,
I think so.
diatomaceous earth,
Yes, that is it.
diatomaceous earth.
So I know that that works really well, and it's a multi-purpose kind of thing. As far as the worming goes for quail, I would have no idea how to treat. We would have to call the MPIP guy if we had a worm
Yeah,
issue.
we would, our MPI guy, if you don't have one, he's been awesome. He's the guy that tests our birds twice a year, and he just so helpful. He just, so,
And to be honest with you, we kind of treat some things like that, like it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Like we don't have an issue. We've not had an issue with that stuff. We try to be as clean as possible. We try to keep them, you know, as secure and as safe as possible and things like that. So we have people on the back burner because I wouldn't know what to do. I would have no idea. But we have those people there that we can rely on to do that. Greetings from Montana. Welcome. I don't get a lot of Montanians. Is that what they're called?
is that the one that took so long to sell?
Yes, Montana.
We had 49 states forever,
Years, literally.
years, and nobody from Montana, we were like wanting to give them away. Finally, we sold
2 people in 1 week.
2 people. We got
I was
to
like,
put
what?
put the pin in my Montana. That was a
That was it.
That was a big day.
Just got a 20-pack of the teen quail, 2 teen packs on Thursday. Do you ship different ages occasionally? I got 10 that look adult size, and the other 10 are about half the size. Your teens are half and half. They're 1 week apart. I had an extra 10. Long story short, you waited an extra week because I only had 10 of the 20 that you ordered. So I kept the 10 and shipped them all at the same time, which is why you have 2 different ages. But they're 1 week apart. And obviously you'll be able to tell which ones are older.
So that's how fast they grow once they get that big.
Yeah, typically we don't unless it's a situation like that. Obviously we're not gonna have an even number of what we sold and what we can ship. So those are always carried over to that next week. Usually we don't have a full 10 pack because, you know, you can order just 1 10-pack of teens. However, you had ordered 2 and you were next up, so we just waited. Very good question though. Hey Zach, I texted you yesterday about my 16 out of 25 hatching. Congratulations. Ordered another 50 in my variety pack. Great. Can you turn the eggs too much in the incubator?
Well, we don't know that either. We turn ours every 2 hours.
Yeah.
24, all day. Every 2 hours the timer clicks, every 2 hours our eggs turn. So
That's what we recommend.
if you do it every 2 hours, it won't be too little, it won't be too much.
Yeah, we would recommend doing it every 2 hours.
If it's
We can answer
automatic,
that.
and if it's not automatic,
Every 4.
yeah, just do the best you can.
Yeah,
But try to be consistent would be better than sporadic.
that's right. My autumn ambers hatched this week and are expecting jumbo white, jumbo wilds, and silvers this week or next from you. Can't wait to get them. All hatched. I candled the autumn ambers. Only had 3 bad ones. Congratulations. That is great. Let us know how they go.
So this is where we have to say the disclaimer. Quail are addicting. She just got some and now she needs more. So it's just,
And we are a supplier.
we're the pusher.
Can you recommend a humidity controller to automatically control the humidity?
Nope. I can't think of the name of it. Do you remember the name of it?
Oh, no.
Yep, you're supposed to remember the name of it.
Oh my God. It's like every time I think of something else has to leave. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm out.
There is such a thing. It's really cool gazmo. It's got a thermostat, it has a humidity gauge on it, has a sensor, and it's a vaporizer with a long hose on it that goes into your thing.
Humidikit.
Humidikit, I think that is it.
I think it is too.
Humidikit.
There is, well, when we ordered them, there was only 3 options on Amazon for humidifiers. The first one was like this big. It was for like a small little reptile kit. So we didn't get that one. The other one is about this long, and then it's got the bottle that goes here, and then a tube that goes over. Someone texted me last week, and then I took a picture of it. They have changed the look of it, but they still have it on there, and in fact, it looks a lot nicer. I'm probably gonna order a couple, because it looks a lot nicer than what we have. We have really old ones.
Yeah, they're really old. But that's, and then if that's not enough, then you can always put your bowl of water in there with a sponge.
Or a foamer, if you sell
Or a
them.
foamer, if you got a foamer laying around. You just want that surface area. We have a fan, a computer fan that crashes into that through the holes, and that is also the other way we get our humidity right where we want it. So it's kind of the little Tupperware bowl with a foamer standing up with a fan blowing over it. That's our constant. And then we have the humidikit that has the sensor in it, and that keeps it where we want it. So, and you kind of have to play with that a lot to get your sponge the right size to keep it at a constant. The humidikit is to get it to the exact, because the humidikit on as big a incubator we have, it won't go up, it won't take it as high as we need it. And then we have a little float, a hydroponic type things where we buy this from a hydroponic store. We have a little float in that Tupperware that keeps the water at a certain height all the time, so you don't gotta keep refilling it, because it goes away pretty quick.
Let's see, David Holly, I probably should check the web page, but can you tell me, do you have any live jumbo birds for sale at this time? So I've been on a jumbo wild hatching egg wait pretty much all year. We are 3.5 weeks from getting off the wait, and
Which is not true, because we'll get that many orders again, and
I'm not taking any more.
you're not taking any more.
Nope. So this is the plan. For the next 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I'm going to be getting all the orders that ordered out. Then for a full week, I'm gonna put every jumbo we have in. And then I will put them back on the website. So then we can increase our breeders so this never happens again, and we'll have some for sale. because a lot of people want live birds for sale. So that's the plan. Very good question. Did you post your candling video? Oh, let me tell you that story just real quick. So I'm on my trip, I'm driving alone, and I thought this is the great time for them to download. All I have to do is hit download, and then it'll just sit there. I couldn't get that thing to load. I'm pretty sure I lost my religion like 12 times just trying to get that thing to load. It just would not. So I have to candle again this week. I think I'm just gonna do a live video and post it, because I can do live easy, but trying to post that video to my YouTube, couldn't get it done. So I am working on it. I'm very sorry. It was a rough download week. Hello, Michael from Montana. So excited for my eggs to hatch that I got from you. Finished up my brooder, Caternix Corners design, candling video. Well, I love that you're excited about the eggs. Congratulations on the brooder layout from Caternix Corner. I don't want to talk about the candling video.
I haven't seen their brooder, so I'm anxious to take a look at that.
It's pretty cool. I like it. Evolving skills for layers that are only for layers that are only meant for egg consumption, should roosters be put in there with them? Are they like chickens where they lay without roosters? They are like chickens, and they do lay without the roosters. So you don't need, if you're only doing eating eggs, you don't need the males. But you can have the males, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, space for one more layer.
Yeah. Gary Crawford, late getting here, but made it in Franklin, North Carolina. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thanks for joining.
How far behind are we?
We're not as bad as I thought. Mason's Homestead, I've put 30 more eggs into lockdown, day 17 on Monday. Good luck to you. Yes, I compost their poop too.
Good.
Hey guys, from East Tennessee, Beth says hello. Late but able to make it from Piqua, Ohio. Herman, welcome. I believe that me and you and I are communicating back and forth on social media, and I will need you to text me tomorrow because I've got a surprise for you. Carrie Cook, what's the average weight for the Rosettas? What's the average weight for the Rosettas? You want to take a guess?
No.
You sure?
Do you know?
What's the standard weight of a standard quail?
9 ounces, 10.
9 ounces.
Yeah.
Rosettas typically are like a little above 9. They're a little bit larger than the standard size, but they're about 9. That was good. That was good. How many jumbo wild layers?
I don't do quail. I build cages.
He builds. How many jumbos? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 660.
We have 660 jumbo wilds laying.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 660 jumbos. Very good question. I'm surprised I come up with it. Yes, the problem I have had is that there are not very many breeders around here, just birds raised in backyards. It would be nice to have legit birds to start with. Hopefully one day I can order. I would love to be able to help you. We got to get through this COVID thing first, and that's still going to be iffy afterwards. It's hard to say, but I wish you the best of luck. I do know a couple people in the UK. I don't know, obviously the UK is large. But I do know a couple people that are raising and that are very good at breeding. If you want to text me or contact me on Facebook or on any social media, I'd be happy to give you those names to see if they're close to you at all. Barthay, do you have? I don't know.
What's that?
Do you have?
Do you have what?
I don't. That was it. Julian says, who's the winner for the month? I did mention that at the very beginning and read the email. This month's winner was Jude Shafer. Hey Papa, can you make a video making a cage the size that you see in the barn? Yep, I said it correctly.
Probably not, because we've got all the cages we need, but, we could do something similar or thereabouts.
We could even do a Q&A on just the cage.
We could do a Q&A on that. And we could do that in the barn. We could walk you through all the parts, sizes and whatnot. Sizes really don't matter, you know, it's all scalable. Yeah.
We could do a Q&A on that 2 weeks from today.
It'd give you the slopes, how big the cage is, materials that we use,
Height.
the heights. There's different type materials. I use a pressure treated for the bottom, you know, where they're walking, and not elsewhere where they could possibly be pecking at it, and such. Do quite a bit of resawing on that project. It'd be a fun thing to do. I try to do videos. I'm usually by myself, and it comes down to doing a video or making what I'm making. I always choose to make what I'm making. And I wished it weren't so. I wished I had a photographer there, somebody to hold the camera, but it's not normally the case. So I wished I could do that, but I don't have the patience, basically.
In a 2 by 3 foot brooder, how many quail can you fit?
That's 6 square feet times 3.5.
No.
Times 3.
No.
Times 4.
No.
Times 2.
No.
Times 7.
No.
Times 5. I don't do quail.
Remember, it's 6 birds per square foot in the brooder and 3.5 to 4.
That's what I said, 3.5.
In the brooder is 6 quail per square
Oh,
foot.
and he's asking
In
about the
ca-
brooder.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, he didn't hear correctly.
I don't,
Let's try again.
okay.
In a 2 by 3 foot brooder, which is 6 foot, how many quail would you fit?
You can fit 36.
Yes. Expert right there. He's got it. We recommend 6 quail per square foot in the brooder. We recommend 3.5 quail per square foot in the cages.
Now, those guys you can't leave them in the brooder for their entire life, obviously, because they get too big. So, and as the one guy before said, hey, I got some that are this size and I got some that are twice that size. They're only a week different. So they really go fast. And so you have to, and wow, when we were first starting and we were hatching things, and I'd say, oh, this would surely fit them. And then 2 days later, it surely wouldn't fit them, and I'd have to build something else. I learned the hard way how that works out.
Yeah, when they start growing, they
They
grow.
really go fast, so.
I tried to get eggs shipped to the UK. They were incinerated, as they said they were perishable items. I was immediately refunded by you, but it was gutted I didn't get my eggs. It was really tricky at that time. We'd actually done it a couple times before that, had the approval, everything was a go. They had a pretty good hatch rate. I think we were averaging like a 48% hatch rate, but wasn't too bad for that distance. And then all of a sudden, like that, I mean, it was a little crazy. So we started the process over, and then this COVID thing happened. So honestly, I have no idea where we're at on it. I really don't. My Italian hens are 4 weeks. My Italian hens at 4 weeks are way bigger than my 6-month-old jumbo wilds. Their eggs are almost double the size as that of the jumbos.
Did they get our jumbos?
I don't know. I don't know if he got our Italians either.
Yeah, we don't know where you
Interesting.
got them from.
That's
so-
pretty cool though. Good
But
luck.
To my point, all jumbos aren't jumbos.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of breeders, quite a bit of hatcheries that sell farrows, which means that they are
Brown.
brown. They just won't make weight, and typically they are 6 ounces, typically.
Yeah.
Which, that's what I would assume you have. If your 4 weeks old are pretty big, I would assume that you have the 6 ounce to 7 ounce farrows, but I don't know. Shane would love some of the breeds you got going on. Love the colors. Thank you very much. I hope we can help in the future. How much cost you to build the size of the quail cage that you use, including the takeout poop and the rollout eggs?
I got it, but I don't have a clue.
It really depends on. He looks all the time. Even when he's not in the market for buying something, he's always looking. It's hard.
Yeah, that's just really hard, because like I was saying when we were building the barn, if you know you're gonna build a barn, if you know you're gonna build a cage, be on the lookout for deals. Most all your big boxes, they have they call call, like we call a quail, kill it. They have call lumber that's no good to sell. So sometimes that called lumber is 12 foot long and it's crooked, but if you cut it into 2-foot pieces, it ain't that crooked. So you can buy called lumber sometimes. You can be on the lookout for metal roofing and siding that people brought back and get it at, quite a big discount. And I'm always on the lookout for a deal. And now, not all of it can be a deal, of course, but that's why I don't know what these things cost, because I'm using materials. For example, that rotary compost I made, the only thing I bought was one of the jack levelers. That's the only thing I bought that I didn't have on hand. Some of that stuff that I had on hand was 20 years old. So it makes it really hard to answer that question. I'm sorry I have to be so evasive and ignorant about that.
So, if you're a hoarder, you can do it pretty cheap.
Geezers get to do that.
First time ever. Aloha from Hawaii. I think this is our first Hawaiian that's ever been on the YouTube channel.
How about that?
How about that?
Aloha.
Your videos are Your videos are informative. Thanks. Papa is handsome. Moving along.
Aloha.
If I cross an Italian male with a jumbo hen, what bird will I get? You want to take a shot?
No.
All right. You'd really get 50-50. You're going to get 50% Italians, 50% Pharaohs. For the most part, you're going to get Italians. You are going to get a very few amount Golden Manchurians. You're going to get some Pharaohs, and most likely you would get a white or two in there. But typically, you're pretty much going to just get 50-50.
But you won't get a jumbo. Was she breeding them with a jumbo?
With a jumbo hen.
Yeah. So there's your jumbo gone. That generation, you don't have jumbos no more.
Yeah, so let's say you incubate 4 eggs out of that. Let's say you've got the Italian male and the jumbo hen, and you incubate 4 eggs. One's going to be Italian, one's going to be Pharaoh, one's going to make weight, and the other 3 will not. So and if you don't keep the right ones, that's how you would do to increase the size of Italians. That's what you would need to do. But if you don't keep an eye on it, you're going to lose the jumbo wild weight. But you have to do that process to make Italians jumbos. So it's kind of double-edged sword kind of thing. But you got to be really careful and make sure that you have a very secure, confident breeding program before you start.
And that's why we have so many cages. A lot of breeders out there got one big cage and they got a bunch of stuff running around in them. We've got cages for every color. Every one gets checked by weight at 6 weeks, at maturity. That's why we got so many cages. How many cages are out there? 5, 15, 30, 60.
60.
60 cages out there.
64 right now.
60 cages.
Yeah.
That have specific birds in them. No Do we have any mixy-matchy?
We do.
We got a couple mixy-matchy?
We use the Wynola Ranch cages for our research, which is kind of the mixed thing. So for example,
Well, that's just research.
the research. As far as mixed eggs go, we do have a couple cages for mixed eggs. Just because you get a bunch of fun stuff out of it, and if you order mixed eggs, that's kind of what you want to do anyway.
Yep.
And it saves me a lot of time from having to always go from cage to cage to cage to grab 2 eggs each.
Right. So you might want to consider that when you're getting a mixed egg batch, you're going to get some that are specific out of cages, but you might get a real winner too. You might get something that's
It's
just,
just weird
yeah, just a
that
really,
no one really offers.
yeah, you might get a really unique,
But breeding that true is a whole different ball.
yeah, that's why we have research cages. We get these, what do they call those? Just a genetic, you get something special. You get something special,
Yeah.
then you know, we sometimes we say, oh man, we'd like to have a lot of those.
We do try to break it down.
And then we put them in the research cages and we try to develop that line. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, you could get some fun, get some fun ones like that.
Yeah, we try to figure out what we see in it, and that's how we try to pair it up to see if we can duplicate it. You know, is there roe in it? Is there fawn in it? You know, stuff like that. What is the wait time on jumbo whites and Egyptians? Those are both about 4 weeks. I use DE and sand bath. Perfect. There's no harm in it. It's not harmful for them. They can eat it, and it is a multi-purpose thing. Are you going to make a new color video? I got some colors from you that I can't find in the videos. We are. I am about, and when I say about, I mean not like tomorrow. A month, 2 months down the road, we will be adding 3 new colors. 1 will be jumbo, 2 will be straight up colors, and so I'm waiting for that to happen before I put another slideshow together.
Yep, and that's what we were just talking about, right?
Yes. Yep. So we've got 3 new items, new colors. I hate saying colors because one's a jumbo, but it's a different jumbo. We have 3 new different quail that are about to be available as soon as I get off this list. They are already in the colony cages, which is the final step. Once they move to the colony cages, we're really just trying to increase the amount that we have before we can offer them, is really where we're at. So, and the rest, all 3 of those are all in the brooder growing out. So as soon as we weigh them or they start laying, they're on the website. Can't wait for my growl fee quail eggs to go into lockdown on Friday. Good luck, and let us know how it goes this weekend. I got a jumbo. Oh, there it is. I got a jumbo wild hen that acts like a male. Yeah, sometimes they're. Yeah, sometimes. Hello from Swanton, Vermont. It's hard. Couldn't remember what VT stood for. Welcome. Out of 270 eggs ordered a while back, only around 30 didn't hatch. Had a lot die since, but think it's the feed. Can't find anywhere that has higher protein feed around here. So what, 240? Yep, 240 out of 270 hatched. Congratulations, Nate. That's really, really good. Considering you probably only ordered 260, 250. We had to send some extra. That's awesome. Congratulations. As far as the feed thing goes, I wouldn't mind helping you out. If you want to contact me, 937-760-7282, I'd be happy to try to help you find an alternative. If you had quite a bit die after that, I bet it is the feed, and I'd love to be able to help you out. So feel free to text me. My quail are hatching right now as we speak. They started at 4 a.m. this morning.
4 a.m.
Then you are going to have a really good hatch. Congratulations, and let me know how that goes. Austin is, my quail are hatching. That's Austin, is his name. can back you up on that. Quail are very addicting. Yes, they are. You had mentioned that. When do you sandbox? They just enjoy it. It doesn't really matter.
When or why?
When.
Oh. Yeah, they get a
Yeah,
kick out of it.
I mean, as much as you can. I'm getting about a dozen eggs a day now. Some are blue. Congratulations. They would have the Celadon gene in it. So that's great. Congratulations. Verna, who won. The contest winner for the 18 and under is Jude Shafer. At the very beginning of this video, I did... Yeah, I read the email that he won with and mentioned the winner, but congratulations again. I give my birds cider vinegar in their water. How often should I give it to them? I would do the same thing as the electrolytes. If they're layers, I'd like to say to do it once every 2 weeks. Once a month wouldn't be awful. Once a week would be okay, not daily. Once a week at the absolute max. Once every 2 weeks would be ideal. I use that same humidity kit you mentioned. Oh, I got the name right. That's good. Melinda says, hello, Zach and Papa. What kind of minerals and vitamins can I supplement my quail's diet to keep them healthy? We give them a bunch of stuff from the garden that Jenna and Papa plant. They love cucumbers, and they'll pretty much eat anything, but nothing citrus. Citrus is very bad for them. That I did not know until I did it. So, no oranges. But yeah, they love pretty much anything green. They'll pick and eat anything, but their favorite is cucumbers.
Peacocks got into our hoop house yesterday. Today. Still a sore subject. They deliberately sat on every onion in there. It's not a good thing when you're peacocks. You like peacocks. Peacocks are pretty.
The funny thing is the peacocks. Okay, Jenna and Papa want the hoop house, which is good. They also wanted the peacocks, which is fine. So it's kind of like...
Kind of our fault.
I'm just saying I didn't have anything to do with it. So I'm just happy that it wasn't like my dog, because I always get blamed for my dog. But it was their peacocks.
You have a big dog.
I do have a big dog.
And we have a raised bed garden in the hoop house, so it's like, 2.5 feet that his dog just walks onto. That's how big his dog is. And he leaves paw prints like that.
Yeah, my mom posted a picture that I guess Jenna sent to her, but I had Maggie stand up on me, and she's taller than me in the picture in the kitchen, and she posted it on Facebook yesterday. I was like, you got a big dog.
It's a big dog.
And she still has, what month is this? May, June, July, August. She still has 4 months of growing. She's a Great Dane. Always wanted a big dog. What colors are close to the size of jumbos? Nothing. There's nothing close to the jumbo wilds. Jumbo wilds are number 1, and then the jumbo whites and the jumbo Egyptians. I am almost there on the 4th jumbo. I am currently working on another jumbo, but I can answer this. The colors that are above average, not jumbos, but above average in weight would be the sparklies, the fab fees, I feel like there's one more and I can't think of it. I'm going to say the jumbos and the fab fees right now. They're the ones that stand out.
Is that a slow battery?
Yeah, 20%. We're almost done. If you are watching, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button. I would love to get to 80. Please, please, please. Thank you. Is there a paint or sealant best to use to make wood waterproof to help keep cages clean? Which ones to avoid that are toxic or harmful?
What's she using? Plywood, she's saying?
No. Is there a paint or sealant best to use wood? What? No, it just says make.
Well, we used to make, or we still do, we make our brooders out of OSB. And we have tried to paint it with even the expensive stuff that you can paint on a screen door, make it into a boat, that sort of stuff. And now what I do is I clad it with aluminum. And you can get pretty thin aluminum that you can just bend by hand. I bend the corners so that make a rounded corner so you don't have a sharp corner in the corners, so that you keep it cleaner if it's rounded. And that's the only way that we have been able to keep it from deteriorating or mildewing or dilapidating, nastiness. Pretty much any wood surface now that's a wood surface is not. It's aluminum. I buy it from Elro. If you find a steel supplier in your neighborhood, you want to ask for their drops. Just like you try to find the Coil wood at your lumber yard, you want the drops that somebody wanted an 8-foot piece and they cut it off a 10-foot piece. They got a 2-foot drop, and they'll sell that to you pretty much for the weight that they would get at a scrapyard, thereabouts. So it's a half of what you can buy a sheet for, maybe even less than half. And that's what I do. I stop in and say, what kind of drops you got? And they go, oh, we got these drops. I say, I'll take them all. And I got racks of aluminum for whenever, whatever I might need somewhere down in the future. Sometimes distant future, but I gotta stop thinking like that, don't I? Yeah.
I have jumbo wiles in the UK. Vals. Oh, Joshua, you were asking for somebody in the UK that has jumbos? Vals Homestead says they do. So I would check that out. Evolving Skills. I know you said next week you will be on the Caternix Corners channel. Is that every week moving forward, alternating weeks? We have not decided. I do need to talk to him. My initial thought is that we were going to do one a month and switch it over. But I don't know. We have to see how it goes. We needed to see how it all operates. This is our first time, so I'm not too sure. I have already changed my mind. I will be on our channel Sunday at 7 p.m. because there's a lot of hatches this week that I'd like to get the numbers from. So if it's a short one, then I'm completely okay with it. If no one shows up on Sunday, then I'm okay with that. But I would love for you to be able to check out Caternix Corner this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live with Terry from Caternix Corner, and hopefully we'll have some fun. It'll be interesting, because it'll be interesting. But as of right now, there is no set plan. We just got to see how it goes first. What kind of fruits and vegetables are the healthiest choice for the quails to consume? Obviously, they love corn. If I had to pick two, it would be cucumbers and watermelon. But anything not citrus is fine. Hi from Texas again, Jake Reynolds. Where do you get the wire from for your cages?
Well, you want to, for your size, you normally want to use a 1x2. Our Lowe's, Home Depot, and Menards do not have it. I have to buy the 1x2 at Tractor Supply. The rest of your bottom and anywhere else you want to use it, you'd want to use 1/2x1/2. All of the big boxes will have that. You could make it all out of 1/2 inch, but we use that 1x2 so that we can cut it out and stick our feeders in. Their heads can actually go out for some feeders, and we now actually have our waters outside of the cage, and they stick their head through that 1x2 to get their water as well. So, did I answer that?
Yeah.
I answered that.
Tractor Supply for the 1x2.
And any big box
Anywhere
for
else.
1/2x1/2.
Yeah. Good question, though. I ordered a new cage from Wynola Ranch. Congratulations, good luck, and I'm very happy with it. Zach, stop biting your nails. Just wanted to say thank you. My husband is addicted from the K&R and K Homestead. Thank you very much. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, and I'm probably not going to stop. So,
But thanks for mentioning it, because he certainly doesn't
He's-
listen to me.
you know, it's just not. We all have a cross that we have to bear. This.
That's one of many for me.
The 6 per square foot in the brooder, is that the same for jumbos? Forgot to mention they were jumbo because they are 3 per square foot, correct? No, jumbos you probably want to lower a little bit. Really depends on what you have. I would typically say about 4, straight
brooder?
through in a brooder. They just grow so big so fast. They'll be okay. The problem is they'll get overcrowded much faster than everything else, and then they'll start pecking their feathers out and then not grow back. So yeah, I would drop that 6 to probably 4. Thank you for clarifying, and I probably should have said that at the beginning. For a roll-out cage bottom with 1/2 inch hardware cloth, what slope or fall over 2 feet should I use? And how large of a gap does a jumbo egg need to clear? Beat that.
I can do that. It would be, in 2 foot, we go from the top of a 2x4 to the bottom of a 2x4. I think we're using 1 3/4 inches, so 1 3 inches. So it'd be 1 3/4 inches fall over that 2 foot. Now, if you only got a 2 foot platform on the bottom and it's sticking out 2 3 inches, then obviously you don't have a 2 foot cage. So you need to you need to consider that. So I make on a 2 foot cage, I would make these like 27 inches long, so that the cage is actually 24, sticks out. Now, the extra 3 inches. Now, if the eggs don't roll out on their own, not to worry, they will kick it down. What you really want to worry about is a waterer or a feeder. And in our old cages, the water is stuck inside, and the eggs would get stuck behind the waterers, and it'd be too high to have them. As for the space,
You pretty much stole some eggs, didn't you? You pretty much just came over
Yeah,
and got a bunch of
I
big
just got
jumbos.
the eggs, I got the biggest egg and calculated from there. So you want to just, because there's no sense in making it bigger than it needs to be. Certainly don't want to make it smaller than it has to be. And so you can gauge it by your egg, but it's in excess of 1 inch. Now, if you're using that as a grow out cage, and getting your birds out of the brooder into the grow out cage, I put something like a board underneath there to keep them from crawling out, because they'll crawl out. They'll crawl out or jump over if it's got too big of a crack on the top. And so just put a 1x in there, the length of that opening. I don't know if you're using our doors. I think I did a video on that.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did.
You did.
I don't know if you're using our doors that don't require hinges, but they have stood the test of time, and I'm still very happy with them. So I hope I answered your slope question. About 1 3/4 inches.
How big of an age difference do you mix in the same cage before there's an issue with fighting pecking? You can go 2 weeks up or down. So that's really all I got to say. Where do you get your layer feed, and do they deliver? We actually just did a feed video less than a month ago. It says Myshire Farm Quail Feed, I believe. But we go through frontviewfeeds.com. We do have someone close to us that does deliver, but we also buy 5 ton at a time. So that's probably why they deliver to us. Yeah, we just did a feed video that does go into, if you can find them, great. If you can't, this is what you're looking for, kind of thing. That should help a lot, Verna. Evolving skills, hoarders unite. That's where we're at, hoarders.
Nice to know there's some of us out there still.
Thoy says Papa, and then heart eyes and a little kiss with a heart.
Is it a guy or a girl?
I don't know. I would assume a girl, but I don't know.
Well, it matters
All right.
to me.
If I cross, we're moving on. If I cross an autumn amber with an Italian, would I be able to possibly get more ambers? You would. The best results would be with, you would want Italian hens with like a scarlet or an Egyptian male, and that is the roux gene. The roux male will transfer over to the Italians, and that's where you get autumn ambers. Would you ship to Hawaii? Thoy is the Hawaiian that said you look good.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
what's his name?
Thoy. Would you ship to Hawaii? Could you let me know? Cost, please. Unfortunately, even though you are in the States, you're still going through customs, and we have been asked not to ship anything through customs until this COVID thing is over. So, no, I'm sorry. Usually we can. Why do most quail hate white quail? They're always the ones who get beat up. You know, it is true. I do see that. It's gotta be a brightness thing.
Prejudiced.
They could, I don't know, but yeah, you always have to. All quail typically get along perfectly, but there's sometimes if one gets beat up, it's always a white one. Always. I have no idea. Melina, hello, Zach and Papa from New York. Welcome. We have 13 5-week-old quails. A lot of them are males. So far, it looks like 5 of them are males. They don't fight, live peacefully. When do they start fighting? They're 5 weeks old. Well, they're not fully mature yet. Oops. There we go. They're not fully mature yet. They're typically mature between weeks 6 and 8, which is when the fight starts. But if they've been together the whole time,
Maybe not.
you know, we don't have a lot of fighting. I mean, we'll have 1 or 2 in each cage, but as far as like a whole male cage goes, you don't have a lot of that. But they're with each other from hatch. So we are getting to the bottom. So if you have any questions, let us know now, because when I get to the bottom, we will end it. Please, please, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate
Where we
it.
at? How far many we got likes?
How many likes? 91 likes.
Oh, that's
93
awesome.
likes.
That's
Thank you very
awesome.
much. Can we get to 100? Please hit the like button. That was New York. Ben Arnold, good to see you, Papa. Hello to Zach and everyone. Hello, Ben Arnold. Hello from Texas. Ben Arnold says hi. Which ones lay the blue eggs? They are called celadons. And they are the blue egg layers. It is a recessive gene, so it could be any color. It's not that it changes the color of the birds, it changes the color of the eggs. Jack says hi from Hamilton. Jack, you are the one that I am talking to online. If you can, please call or text me tomorrow, because I do have a surprise for you.
Got one for that other guy too.
Yeah, well, I do now.
He'll be
I'm
surprised.
gonna have a
that he's got
surprise for him now. Glad I kept a couple. Mito Mimo, I like it, says hello. Hilltop Outdoors says, hi Zach, new to this. Got eggs from you a couple weeks ago and they are incubating. I've been getting everything ready for my quail from brooder to pen. What do you recommend for a dust sand bath?
Diatomaceous earth.
Yeah. Anything else? Can you think of anything else?
Anything works.
Yeah, they're not
Mix a little
picky.
diatomaceous earth that might be good for any parasite thingies.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not picky. Little box. They'll go to town. They're really not picky at all. We are on the last page. Thank you everyone for watching. We've got a couple more. Before I go any further, make sure you hit the like button. Really appreciate it. Love to get to 110.
Oh, come on.
Number 1, Jude Shafer is the winner of our contest this month. It's 18 and under. And all you have to do is email myself or Jenna and let us know why you think that you want to start a quail farm, and we will pick one a month. The first Sunday of every month at the very beginning of our live Q&A, I will announce the winner and read the email. This month was Jude Shafer, and he will win 60 eggs from Myshire Farm and a free, absolutely free shipping, free Wynola Ranch cage that they are donating. So I'd really appreciate that, or I really appreciate Wynola Ranch for doing that. I think it's a great cause. To enter the contest, all you have to do is email jenna@myshirefarm.com or Zach, Z-A-C-K, @myshirefarm.com. Second thing before I get any further is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't come to Myshire. Go to Caternix Corner on YouTube. We are going to be doing a collaboration together for the first time ever. It'll be Terry from Caternix Corner and myself at Myshire Farm. If it works out, I'm really hoping that Terry and Papa can do a couple videos together, because when you ask me questions about how to build stuff, I say ask next week when Papa's on. So with Terry and Papa together, I think it would be a great collaboration, but we're gonna see how it goes this week and make some decisions that way. So this week, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will still be for a short time coming on this Sunday here, Myshire Farm at 7 p.m. Because we have quite a bit of people hatching out this week and I would love to see the results. So back to this. Isaac knew, nope, already answered Hilltop. How can I start with 1,000 quail? You can order 1,500 eggs from me. Do you give your quail vegetables? If so, which vegetables? Wow, that is a popular question.
Well, everybody's getting vegetables.
Yeah. Cucumbers and watermelon are the top two, but they love apples. They love anything that's not citrus. Do you give your quail Oh, I already read that. Day 16, 6 out of 30 hatched. They love to kick the other eggs around. Day 16, 6 out of 30 hatched. Wow, you might get more than 25 of them to hatch if you're on day 16 already. Congratulations.
It sounds like you got your incubator too warm. Probably a little warm.
Unless he's a day off. If he counted 1 instead of 0, he's out on day. It's hard to say.
I do have one tidbit I wanted to say, just a nugget of information.
You go right ahead.
Okay, this is just a nugget because Zach jumps over this every time he talks about the watering system. I bought an expensive watering, depressurizing Gazmo so that you didn't have high pressure going into your waterers. And that didn't work. So we bought a second expensive Gazmo, couple $100 Gazmo, on top of the other couple $100 to lower the water pressure where it needed to be for our little things that we use, the red ones. What we're doing now is way cheaper. We use a cattle waterer. It's a Gazmo that's under 20 bucks-ish. And it fits inside a 5-gallon bucket or whatever you use. We use a little bit bigger bucket than that. And the water comes in and there's a float and it says up, stop. From there, we go at the bottom and it just comes out gravity fed to our waterers. What are they doing?
Red cups.
Cup waterers. So that's how we get around the high pressure water system for these cup waters, because the cup waters don't really like the high pressure at all. So we use the cow water in a bucket. Out of the bucket, it just goes gravity to the waters. That is my nugget for the day. Papa's nugget.
You didn't watch me last week on our live show, did you?
No.
I did that.
Sorry. Only took you what?
It was
a year and a half to mention it?
Hey, we just started that 6 months ago.
6 months for him to mention it.
Moving on.
Take the thunder right out.
Is it safe to give earthworms to quails? Do I risk introducing parasites to them? I've never done it.
We've never done it.
I don't want to take the risk. I don't know. But I've never done it.
Well, we have a different risk tolerance than what you might have, for sure. We don't wanna be selling stuff that we don't know what we're doing. We certainly wouldn't wanna find out the hard way. So,
Right.
but if you, I don't see why it would hurt to do that, but we won't do that to you.
Right. Yeah, we're shipping, 500,000 eggs this year. And if I do something like that and something happens with it, I haven't just affected myself, I've affected. And that's really the way our brain works in the barn, is not only are we doing this for us, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, a lot of the stuff that he builds, a lot of the reasons why we do things is mainly for you. And so I'm very protective about stuff like that. Hi, Kirk from Centerville. I sat 238 eggs from you, 184 hatched, 77.7% hatch rate. Congratulations, Kirk. That is absolutely phenomenal. You did a great job. Will you ever offer Celadon? Will you ever offer Celadon layers? Maybe one day. I can't get them to be what I want. I don't know.
We can't get them,
We still have them.
we have them, but we can't get it consistent enough to say that this guy's gonna lay a golden egg.
Well, okay, so what we have learned is producing Celadon layers, hens, easy, not a problem. The Celadon males is a whole different ballgame. So to keep reproducing those blue eggs, you have to have a Celadon male and a Celadon hen, but you have to have a specific Celadon male that's going to produce the recessive gene, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're doing pretty well with it. I don't know if I'm gonna sell the eggs. I don't know if we're just going to hatch out all the eggs each week and just sell them as Celadon layers, because we know that they'll lay blue eggs. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're getting closer, but I kind of took a step back from that, and I wanted to get the new jumbo out and the 2 new colors. So I'm kind of working on that right now. Hello, neighbor from Northwest Ohio. Hello, Michael. We've only got a couple left. I found 2 used Hovabator incubators. One is forced air, the other is still. What temperature should they be set to? The forced air should be 99.5 degrees. Still air, I thought, is 101. Do you remember? I've never used a still air. I know Jenna's used a still air before, but I have not. So if someone has that answer, feel free to let them know what the temperature should be for still air. I've only used forced air before, and it should be 99.5. Sorry, I can't help more. Hi there, I just had a hatch of 80 Coturnix quail out of 120. They're doing good. I plan on ordering some eggs from you to get a different bloodline in on my birds. You ship to Wisconsin Central area. We do, and congratulations on your hatch and good luck. Do you have any tips on getting your quail more used to being handled? I have a few that are okay with being held, but most would rather stay out of reach. No. We do, in our breeding program, we do not produce, we don't use anything that's hostile or aggressive. But as far as the handling thing, no, I don't have a plan for that right now. Why don't you have a waiting list for when eggs become available? Because that waiting list would be very, very, very long and stress me out. And I don't want someone to be committed to buying from us or purchase from us and not knowing when I would be able to get to you. Is mainly the reason.
We've been on the other end of that, and when, you know, we've been on the other, buying eggs from somebody and they say 2 weeks. 3 weeks goes by, we call them and they say, well, it's 2 weeks. 4 weeks goes by and we call them and they say, well, it'll be 2 weeks. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, long story, another reason is I don't have time to breathe. So getting a call list together to call when they are ready, the barn looks like crap because I was gone this week. There's plenty of stuff that's got to get done down there tomorrow. I've got to be shipping. We got to collect eggs every day. We got to print labels. I got to contact the people that do contact me with questions or anything like that. I don't have enough time in the day right now. But I also don't want people waiting, just like
Right.
I said
But
before. and what
we
he
do
said.
appreciate your willingness to wait. We just don't think it's fair.
It's just not how we want to operate,
Yeah, we've just been on the other end of it.
and we want to stay away from
And
it.
the other thing I want to mention is Zach will get a text that says, yippee, I got 75% hatch rate. And the very next text is going to be, man, I only got 75%. That ain't right. It's just crazy how somebody will be happy, somebody won't be happy. But
Back
we've
to
ordered
back.
eggs back when, and we only got like 5% or 2%. So, try somebody else and maybe it'll work out great. And sometimes we did have some luck. Most time we didn't.
We spend a lot of time to make sure that when you get what you ordered, you're going to be happy with it.
Well, that you get at least 50%.
Right. Late, but I'm here. You are still live. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, 2 hours.
We're almost there. I use a toilet fill valve and a square bucket for gravity feed for that.
There you go.
We do the same
Perfect,
thing.
Perfect.
A little bit different, but
You
same
saved
thing.
$400 that I did spend, so.
That's
That's
true.
part of that small fortune I was talking about earlier.
Right. Curtis Reeves says, hello. Should I feed baby quail as much as they will eat? Yes. All quail should not be rationed. They should have food supply at all times.
And they get pissy when they don't, or ours
And
do, because they're used to it.
Yeah. From Curtis from Eastern Washington, welcome. Katrina's Corner says, yes, 101 degrees for the still air. Call me Wednesday, Zach. I will. Julio Brito, hello from Rhode Island. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for everything you guys are doing for everyone. Thank you very much. I'm glad that we are doing it for you guys. How do you butcher your males? We have lots of ways for chickens, but worry that the small size might make some not work inhumane. We do have a couple videos on our YouTube channel that show you how we butcher. There's plenty of different ways. I decapitate with a strong tug. Then they bleed out, and then you can either skin them, or we've got a plucker that we can put 2 in at a time.
But scissors is the normal, nice kitchen scissors.
Yes, it